To upload a video, click on the icon next to your waffle. If you hover over it, it will say Create a Video or Post. Choose Upload Video. You can drag or drop a file here, or you can select a file by clicking on the Select a File button. Depending on the size of your video, it can take some time to load. In the title section, give your video a title. In the description section, tell your viewers about this video. This always looks a little funny and overlaps on some of these icons. In this area, you have the option to choose a thumbnail and you have the option to select a playlist. Both are optional. Here, you have the option to set up a new playlist. A playlist is a saved set of videos. To set up a playlist, you can click New Playlist to create a new one, or you can select one that you have already set up. An example might be Unit 1 videos or Zoom classes Week 1. In this section, you can choose one of these images to select as your thumbnail. A thumbnail is what image will represent your video when it's searched or it's displayed. I'm going to choose this one as mine. Under the audience section, you will be asked if the video is made for kids. This is defined in the United States as 13 and younger. If you've made it for a child under the age of 13, you will need to select yes. Since I'm making this video for teachers who are adults, I'm going to select no. Under paid promotion, this is where you would check if another party paid to show a product or service in your video. This should not pertain to any of us as teachers, so we don't need to worry about this. This is a section where you would enter tags. Tags are what someone might search to find your video in Google. For example, I might tag YouTube, and if I hit enter, it sets it for me. I might also say setting up a YouTube channel. This is a good spot where you could put a tag for a commonly misspelled word or a phrase. So if someone might search for YouTube but spells it incorrectly, I could tag the incorrect spelling so that even if they spell it incorrectly in their Google search, it would still find this video. If you don't care about anyone finding your video, then you do not need to put tags in this space. Moving on to subtitles. If you wish to include subtitles in your video, this is where you would upload the file. I have included a link to a tutorial that shows you how to do this in the description of this video. Underneath recording date and location. If you wanted to put the recording date and the location, you can. I usually leave this blank. This is a standard YouTube license. If you wanted to do a Creative Commons license, you could select that there. Down here under category, I am selecting education. If you had a more specific, something to music or sports or anything like that, pretty much everything that we are going to do as teachers is going to fall under education, so you can select education. Down here for comments and ratings. So you have options. You can allow all comments, which means anybody who wants to comment on your video can comment on your video. You can say hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. You can say hold all comments for review, or you can disable comments. So it's completely up to you as to what you want to do. You will get a notification through your Board of Ed email, since this account is in your Board of Ed, to let you know when you get a comment. And then you can ask the comments to be sorted by the top, what's rated at the top, or the newest comments. And then you can show how many viewers like or dislike this video by turning this on or off. Hit the next when you're done. And you're not really going to deal much with right here. If you want to learn more about adding an end screen or adding cards, you can just click the Learn More button for that. I would skip over it for now. And then you have options under Save or Publish. So you can make it private, meaning only you and whoever else you choose to send the link to, or whoever you share it with, can watch your video. Unlisted means anyone with the link can watch your video, but it's not searchable. So if they search YouTube setting up your channel, they would not find it. It's unlisted. And lastly, public means that anybody and everybody can find this video. I'm going to leave this as public in case anyone forgets the link and wants to try searching for it. Down here, you can schedule to make your video public. That means if I knew I wanted this to be a public video, but I wanted it to be released 2 days from now and not today, you could go ahead and schedule it. This might be something you may want to do if you have pre-recorded something for your class and your students have subscribed to your channel, but you don't want them to see this ahead of time. You might go ahead and schedule when it's going to be released. These are some reminders. Do any children appear in this video? Click here to learn more about what to do. And if you need any more additional guidance, you can click here. I'm going to go ahead and click publish. And it takes some time depending on the length of your video. And now I can see that my video has been published here. If I click on it, I am able to see the information. If I want to edit anything, I can go ahead and edit the details to it. This is also where later, if I really wanted to look at how many people have watched my video, and maybe you might want to see if students have watched it. You can't see specifically who's watched it, but you can see like how long they've watched it. You could go down even more. You can edit your video for here if you need to edit something later, and you can check your comments, how many you haven't responded to, how many you need to respond to. Here's where any of them that have been held for review would be, and then this down here would be for subtitles. Okay, once you've done that, you have your link available that you can then share out, and your video is now live.